All right, we're back. So we have completed the Minecraft Alienist. Good job, team. We Aaron top marks for nonsense. We're gonna play another role-playing game. We're gonna play In Which We Live and Breathe, which is we're just playing all the games that I made for myself that I like because apparently when I don't like a role-playing game, I just make my own version. So this is just I didn't like playing Shadowrun, so I made my own. So we're playing In Which We Live and Breathe. I have with me three other lovely, amazing people who I am very excited to have with me. Aaron, hello, welcome back.
Hello.
Where might people? What are your pronouns and where
I
people
didn't know if we were doing intros or just saying
We're
hello.
just doing, I don't know. I don't fucking know. God.
Look. You said it was like super
It's
cash.
super
I didn't know
cash,
if
but
this was
also like some people
plug your
don't
shit
know
and
who you
sell out.
are. And then they'll
That is
be like,
their
"Who's
loss."
this?" Yeah, that's true. They're missing out on some high quality bullshit.
I only have the highest quality bullshit. Come to America and taste the bullshit that flows straight from the mountains. Cold and crisp as a summer's day. Hi, I'm Aaron.
I just love the fact
she,
that
her
this is.
pronouns.
I just love the fact that that's your like promo for America on Thanksgiving.
Yeah.
Oh no! Don't.
It's
Hey,
accurate.
hey! This call is coming from inside the house. Don't come here. It's bad.
Oh, I'm not gonna.
Hi. Okay, I'll come to you.
Yeah,
Yes. Yes.
cool.
No.
Evie, hello.
Hi. I'm now like, do I say a thing?
What are your pronouns and stuff?
That's a good place to start.
Yeah, say
My
pronouns and then ramble for 40 to 45 seconds.
Yeah.
Okay. My pronouns are she, her, and I am off the charts excited about doing this today. I have rebelliously taken the day off work in order to be a part of the birthday stream. And like, there's a lot of fame on this stream, and there's a lot of like awesome skill on this stream, and I'm like, I'm really excited.
Am I allowed to tell the story about like the message? Yeah, I was like,
Yeah, okay,
I was like, hey Evie, I know you're working on my birthday, but also like, we're gonna be playing In Which We Live and Breathe with like Aaron and Cat Call. Are you sure you don't want to take the day off work? And I was like, yeah. So yeah.
And I'm a very responsible person, so I was like, oh, I really need to think about my obligation to capitalism and how I feel about this whole thing. And Ash is like, yeah, I'm just going to put your name on the tweet, so then if you can't make it, like, no big deal. And I'm like, okay, yes, I'm fine with that.
Oh, I need to update these.
So if
these
you're
overlays.
the cause of people's disappointment, really, that's not on me anymore. So
Yeah.
figure out your shit, maybe, huh?
Yep. Exactly.
Yep.
And finally we have Cat. Cat, we finally get to play a game together.
We finally get to play a game together.
Yeah, it's been.
We've been trying to play a game forever.
Yeah, right.
Yeah.
And this is one of the ones that I was like, I think Cat will dig this because it's got plenty of space for like nonsense and fashion. And
Yep, you got my brand.
Did you
yeah.
say nonsense and fashion?
yeah.
Yep, feeling it.
This is great.
That's exactly I'm here for.
I was like, the only one that I would have like put above this for like games to play with Cat was Go by Moonlight, the like sad magical girls game.
Yeah,
But
which we've tried to play before, but it's always happened at times where I've like been going out of town or something like that. So, hi everyone, I'm Kat, she, her. I'm similarly really excited to do this.
yeah.
It's been forever. Like as I just said, Ash has been inviting me to play games forever, and this is the first one that's like where the scheduling's remotely worked out. So.
Yeah, and it just happened to be my birthday, so it's not
It just happened to be your birthday.
Yeah. So I'm just quickly updating the overlays because I totally forgot to do that earlier. So
Casual birthday stream.
exactly right. Like it's
What kind of setup are you running here?
IDGAF.
It's not like you do this
Was
all the time.
Okay, but in my defense, in my defense,
Called out.
my
Hey,
entire
if Evie got to call in to not have to do her job on her birthday, then neither does Ash.
Yeah, that's true. That's very true.
Yeah.
my entire computer died like 2 days ago, and so I had to reinstall like everything. So like I have none of
no.
my. So like yesterday I was like, oh no, I have to stream, and I have none of my like stream set up created. So like all of my overlays and everything, I had to reconstruct as quickly as possible. So yeah, but it's it's working.
It's happening.
Cool. The trickiest thing is always the webcams, because like getting it to be both on stream and on the call is a pain. But do you want to play a role-playing game?
Please.
All right, let's do it. Let's bring up the rules, Ash. All right, cool.
Oh, we're gonna do that? We can do a rules thing?
I can walk us through.
You spent a long time writing them, so probably we should adhere to them a little.
Probably enough. So to like bring us into the thing, we don't know what year it is. We don't know what is in the water. We don't know if we're human or what human even is anymore. The corpse took all that shit. They wiped everything when the change happened. Now we're here in the concrete under the neon, trying to eke out a life between the mana rats and the killdroids. Some of us are tapping into our nature, learning about our spirits and the ether that seems to pervade the world now. Some of us are gearing up, modifying our bodies and cracking systems and corporate security. None of us, though, are taking this shit lying down. The marble floors of their holodeck parlors and Atmo-controlled meeting rooms are gonna run with blood. We don't care what color. So it's cyberpunk, but also with like elves and magic and bullshit like that. We have so when we first start playing, we go through preparing for trouble. So when you start telling your story, you need to establish the setting and characters. First, work out what city you're playing in, and then create some corps. So let's do that real quick. What city do we want to play in? Do we want to play in like a real city cyberpunked up, or do we want to play in like a one that we make up so that it's like just generic? What do we feel like? Does anyone have like a classic? Like Berlin is a classic, and so is Hong Kong. They're like, and Seattle are all classic cyberpunk cities. I don't know.
Seattle is?
Yeah, Seattle is the base for Shadowrun.
Ah.
See, my brain just said like a space station over the moon or something. That's kind of going to shit.
Yeah, I mean, like a city rather than a space station would be great. So that we can play,
That makes sense.
I'm keen for some weird stuff, but like I don't want a straight outside genre.
Yeah.
Did you on the earlier stream, Ash, have like a Space Adelaide?
We did have Space
I
Adelaide.
thought I heard you describing
we could do
Space Adelaide.
Cyberpunk Adelaide if we wanted to.
Can we do Cyberpunk Adelaide? Because
Sure.
I think that would be pretty rad. The City of Churches is a pretty cool backdrop, just in general.
Awesome. So yeah, City of Churches and Murder. Love it. Have you seen? There's a thing that I need to watch apparently because it's related to like weird Adelaide bleak history, called City of Evil, where it just goes through like how fucked up Adelaide is as a town.
Oh wow, that's great.
Next thing we need is everyone needs to create a corp. So corps are each of them has work out what they are called, what they control, how they operate, and any logos, slogans, jingles you like. So one of my favorites that I like to have in a game when I introduce them is to have a corporation that does both guns and like hardware, like tool, like the same company that makes like battery drills, also being the people that make all of the guns and things and weaponry. So it's like, oh yeah, cool, go down to Bunnings and pick up because this is how I imagine the United States to be, right? Like,
sure.
I mean, yes.
Yeah.
It's not entirely
Walmart
wrong.
sells guns.
Okay, so not even the hardware store, just like that. Yeah.
Yeah.
You can pick up a loaf of bread, a dozen eggs, and a shotgun.
That blew my mind when I was first in the USA to go through Walmart and you can buy your couch next to your ammunition. It's just Amazing. It's amazing. I was amazed.
I'm gonna call that one Hard Care. That's the name of that brand. That
Okay.
Hard Care Incorporated.
That's so good.
So that gives us a gun company because I think that's an important thing for a cyberpunk world. Guns.
We need
and
how about like how many corps are we looking to make here?
One
in this
each.
section? One each. Okay.
Yeah, and it's
I'd
just
love
like
to
a single
have-
sentence.
Okay, yeah, cool. I'd love to have a corp that is focused on specifically tech surveillance and like, you know, pumping out Big Brother style. Just like being in control of every single thing that we see.
Do they also do like propaganda, or do they just like do they watch, or do they also broadcast?
No, they broadcast too, but they're pushing, you know, the most banal advertising possible.
Yeah, cool.
Yeah.
Tech surveillance and advertising, love it. What are we calling them? Do we know?
Yeah, what are we calling them? Let me think of that while we.
Yeah. I'm putting for Hardcore Incorporated. I'm doing guns and hardware, cops with military equipment. I mean, private cops. Because, like...
Cops with a K.
Oh my gosh.
They're legally distinct.
It's a branding thing.
Gross.
Evie, Aaron, do you have any feelings about, like...
I was thinking, like a company that governs public transit, sort of thing. Like some, they've basically taken over all the public transit.
like Uber?
And sort of, but also like, say if you were in an Uber and they realized it had been a year since you had gotten a physical, basically they like force it upon you and give you like immunizations whether you want them or not.
Oh my gosh.
Wow.
A lot of people can't afford transportation, so you get the Heels on Wheels and you go wherever you need to go.
Are we calling them Heels on Wheels?
That's really good. And I think we're just calling the tech company just the algorithm.
The algorithm is
I like that.
awesome.
It's vague and ominous.
I like the idea that it's not
Terrifying.
one company technically. It's like just a bunch of them that like talk to each other through like machine learning. Public transport and health.
A disturbing combination.
Terrible.
Can you imagine trying to get immunizations in like a moving vehicle?
Look, honestly, immunizations are like the least scary part of that thing.
Yeah.
Right?
Okay,
Like,
yeah. Can you, yeah.
we're gonna screen you for
Welcome,
cancer.
citizen. Yeah.
Time for your physical. Like,
Yeah.
no.
Wow.
Welcome, citizen. Please cough.
Wow.
Do you have any
And, like, the
feelings about
vehicle-
like
Vehicle just doesn't move
Oh gosh.
until you do it. Anyway,
you need
yes,
a health
sorry.
rating of 4.5 to be able to ride to
You may purchase temporary health credits for $100 a piece.
Something I love about your games, Ash, is that you get to build this world that you hate.
consistently. Yeah.
You get to build it up, and with every detail, it just gets worse.
That's one of the that like that in the Republic is like one of my favorite bits. It's just being like, oh, I hate this so much.
Ash and I played the Republic together the first day that we met, and that game, like, I still think about it. This was like easily 2 years ago, and I still think to myself, oh my gosh, that world was so awful.
Yep.
It was
That's
the
really good.
best terrible thing we've ever made. I always go to an education place for this kind of thing.
Ooh, cool.
So I think that not so much schools, but like internships that start really young, like a company that arranges internships for young people to start their education within that corporate world.
Yeah, like a placement corporation.
Is the company's slogan, "It's not child labor if we don't pay them"?
They're interns. What do you mean, Aaron?
It's all about
I hate it.
all about on-the-job experience.
Yeah, thanks. I hate it. Yeah. And I think the program is called Live and Learn.
Yeah, like as soon as you're alive, you must be.
Yeah.
Awesome.
It's even more ominous if you do it the other way around. Learn and live.
Learn and live. Oh my god.
All right, cool.
Ugh.
All
What
right,
a
we
bright
have some.
future.
We have
Yeah,
some
let's burn it
corpse
down.
for our bleak future. Now once we've done that, we need to booting up, work out what our community looks like, and then choose a crew type for our crew. So community. So all we have to do then is answer what crowded neighborhood, parish, slum, or script town are we all languishing in? What kind of a space are we? Are we like a bunch of people living on boats that are like rafted together? Are we are we part of a formal community or an informal group? That sort of thing. Are we like living under an overpass or yeah?
I feel like with Adelaide being the city of churches, we need to have some kind of a church
connection,
base, right?
Yeah. Yep.
That sounds great.
Do we all like? Is there like an abandoned cathedral or something that like is that is used by like homeless folks? That is like
No,
because like
that's-
this cathedral's really tall, so you could have like multiple layers inside
Yeah.
the structure of the cathedral.
That sounds awesome.
Yeah,
cool.
and it's still like protected public space. So
Yeah.
Yep.
Cool. All right. Let's call our community St. Peter's then, because that is the
I
name.
knew you were going to go there, and I love it.
Well, because it's the
Yeah.
gimme, right?
It's the cathedral in Adelaide, and it's absolutely beautiful.
I'm gonna look it up.
There's one in New Orleans too. Please hold.
But in the cyberpunk future, I can imagine just how messed up it is.
St. Louis. Sorry.
St.
Check this one
Peter's,
out.
Oh, it's so beautiful.
It is.
It's really lovely. It's Anglican, isn't it? I'm pretty sure.
I believe so, yeah.
Yeah.
Cool. All right. So we have St. Peter's Cathedral, which is like our people live there. Now we need to choose a crew type. So we're not going to do the whole crew stats straight away. We're going to do our type, and then we'll do our characters and do the rest of the stats after that. We just need to know: are we guardians, burglars, whistleblowers? Actually, I'll read the whole things. Guardians, protecting their people and their space. Burglars, stealing what's truly valuable. Whistleblowers, finding and spreading the truth. Assassins, cutting heads off the Hydra. Angels, rescuing those who can't rescue themselves. Wreckers, destroying the tools of the system. Or preachers, spreading the good word. Any of those jump out to people?
I mean, angels and wreckers both sound fun to me.
Yeah.
I'm good with either of those. That sounds great. I was thinking something that was more destruction based sounded good to me. Than, like,
Wreckers, then.
What was the what page am I looking on of the new doc, Ash?
22.
Oh, thank you. Destroying the tools of the system. Yeah, that sounds beautiful.
Cool. So that
Yeah.
means we'll get XP when we do that.
Sweet.
cool.
Okay, we are wreckers, and we are destroying. What do? We destroy the tools of the system. Great. Now we get to do the character bit. So, next, build your characters who exist in that crew and community. So the reason we do that other stuff is to kind of give them some backdrop to like hook into. So each of you there should be 3 character sheets in the journal tab at the top there. Ixo, Zuwa, and Driosk. That y'all can just just write your name in one if you want to call which one you're grabbing, so that you don't end up fighting over one.
Dibs on Driosk.
Okay.
Sure.
I'll take whichever one I find by the time I get there.
All right, I'll take Ixo because I have that here
So-
already.
Right hand panel, and then there should be a journal tab, which is a newspaper. And then once you're on the journal tab, you should find the
Oh, okay. I'm at the journal tab now. So,
Yep.
so that leaves who? Zua?
Yes.
yes.
Cool. Awesome.
Cool. All right. So when we are creating characters, let me jump to the spot. Characters. To create a character, assign 7 dots among the 12 actions and special actions, with no more than 2 dots in any action to begin with. Then if you have any dots in the special actions, we'll pick stuff for those. And then we describe our look, place, and hard limits. So when you roll dice, you will pick one of these actions or special action. One of these actions, so judge, tinker, skulk, scrap, scramble, wreck, sway, build, or consort, depending on which one it sounds like you're doing. And you'll roll a number of dice equal to the number of dots that you have in that thing, and take the highest result. If you have 0 dots in it, then you roll 2 and take the lowest. If you are hacking or something like, or doing, for instance, if you're using your digital skills to hack into a bank vault, you might be wrecking with digital work. So that's where you combine them in. You might, so digital work is your ability to manipulate technology. Capability is stuff your body does that is cool that most bodies don't normally do. So maybe you're a dragonborn and can breathe fire, or maybe you have like cyber arms that shoot guns. So that's capability. So you might be scrambling with your like piston legs, and so therefore you would combine both of those. And mystical work is magic. You know, if you wanted, so you're like, I'm going to, ensorcel the gang leader's mind, then you would be maybe swaying with your mystical work. And when we for digital work, capabilities, and mystical work, we have like lists of this is what you have domains that you have control over. So you might have mystical work, and water might be a thing you can control. You might have digital sphere, you might have digital work, and you can control sensors or conduits, which are different kinds of technologies. And then if you're doing capabilities, you might have like natural weapons or like dermaplated skin or something like that. So are people having feelings about where they want to put dots and stuff? What do we...
I've got 4 of mine assigned.
Mm-hmm.
1 scrap, 1 scramble, and 2 wreck.
Cool.
1 hardcore on the body type. Love it.
Usually my characters are just very straight application murder machines.
I'm glad you chose that one because that's my character in the other game I'm playing on Ash's stream. So I wanted to move away from that a little this time.
Cool.
But it's such a good, fun character type to play.
I think I'll tend towards like tinker and some digital work.
Okay, well, shall I go the other way towards soul then, and we can cover all the bases?
Sounds good.
Ooh, mystical work.
Is there a limit on how much we can buy up in a given category at start?
So you can
2
only have...
per stat.
So each thing maxes out at 2 at the start. So like you can't have more than 2 digital work, 2 skulk, 2 tinker, etc.
Cool.
Hey, Ash.
Yeah.
So it says for capabilities, it says for each dot you have in body, you gain 1 capability. But there's only like would I just put 4 dots for capabilities? Does it have 4 dots in body already?
Let me have a look at
Or is
your...
it just
If you have 4 dots in body, then you give yourself 4 capabilities. So you don't have to have dice in capability to have capabilities, right? You don't have to have dots in digital work to have digital spheres. That is
but
just
that's
how good
how
you
many
are.
dice get added.
Yeah. So you might be,
Ah,
which means that you can be like, like I have like 1 dot in sway, which means that I am, I have like a little bit of soul. So I have a mystical work sphere. I'm just shit at it.
okay.
Everyone is a little bit tech. Everyone is a little bit magic because I hate that Shadowrun like divide where it's like, oh no, the more tech you have, the less magic you are, or vice versa.
Yeah, it's garbage. I'm putting this on the attributes and abilities. That's correct, right?
Oh, okay. So when you've got your character sheet open, if you go to the character sheet tab between attributes and abilities and bio info, and then click the character dot, it should give you a full like character sheet. Yeah,
Cool. Thank you.
you are very welcome.
Okay, so I can choose across any of the topics, right? So mind, body, soul. I can choose from any of them.
Yeah.
Yeah. Cool. All right. And I have 12 dots to 7 dots among 12 actions, right?
Yeah.
7 dots.
So many capabilities. I'm ridiculous.
Yeah. You can like this is the thing is if you invest in body skills, then you end up just being like and the thing is it doesn't have to be like you don't have to be a tank. You could be like I have like adaptive camouflage skin and also like it's, also like I have cameras in my eyes that read people's facial expressions and shit like that.
That's a good one.
The micro expressions. That's what I wanted. So, yeah.
Flight is too ridiculous to not take.
Right?
That's not. No. We're not limited to the ones in the parentheses. That's just like examples.
They're
right?
examples,
Or-
yeah.
Okay.
With mystical work and digital work, you are picking just like a dot, like one of the lines from the dot points. So, for instance, so you would pick like 3 if you had 3 or whatever.
Right. Where do I input the digital spheres?
I'm trying to remember this sheet. Sorry.
So yeah, under current purchases, it should have something that says like hard limits, capabilities, etc. And there's a little add button right underneath it.
Yep.
Like that. It'll make a box
Thank
for you.
you. Perfect.
Sorry, I was reading. I missed that. Where do I put my my things in?
Under current purchases, there's a thing for hard limits, capabilities, digital spheres, mystical spheres, and you can just add those as you go.
Thank you.
Emily is baking cake.
Birthday cake.
I was about to say what flavor, what kind of birthday cake?
It's red velvet, and it's
I'm
gonna be
so excited.
amazing.
Son of a bitch. So there's a place out here called Nothing Bunt Cake, and they do like different size bundt cake.
Yep.
They have a red velvet one, and it has like the cream cheese icing or whatever. But the red velvet, they put little chocolate chips in it when they bake it.
That's amazing.
It's delicious. Also, I appreciate a punny name, so hmm.
How are we doing?
Okay.
Pretty good.
All right. I think I'm good.
Flowy bullshit and bird feathers is an option for the look, and I like that.
Aaron, oh my gosh.
It's on the list.
It's awesome.
I mean, it's like they're examples. You choose, but like if it speaks to you, you can.
I'm gonna be a gargoyle.
Yes.
Mhm.
It's almost a goblinish.
How gay are they? Like super or not very? I love this game. I love you.
That
It's
was-
fantastic.
That was one of your new additions, wasn't it?
It was. I was like, this needs to be asked in the like.
I'm gonna put
Because-
8.25 out of 10 gay, and then
Yeah,
just you can
uh-huh.
go from there.
Like you can be not very. You can be like my character is not very, but you need to ask that question, right? It's
No,
cyberpunk.
that's fair.
Like,
I'm trying to
it's the
picture this
cyberpunk
person.
future. And like you're playing punks, like all of the streets are probably working square jobs. I'd forgot. I haven't got to play this game in a little while. I'm just like, yes, this is the bullshit that I want.
Electricity, heat, plasma.
Sorry, did you say plasma?
Plasma? Yeah, plasma.
I'm gonna take out one of those creepy Ubers.
Fuck yeah.
Okay.
Name.
You.
Right. Always so
There's a
difficult.
reason I leave it to last is because I find that it's always easier if you've got everything
It's
else
so
down.
hard.
Whereas like if you have to come up with a name early on, it tends to like really like shape your character in weird unspecified ways when you're making it.
Mhm.
Aaron, you're short two capabilities, just so you know.
What?
For every dot you have
Oh,
in
for every point I put in capability, I get another capability?
Uh-huh.
That makes sense. Okay. I still got to put another point somewhere too, so like I'm busy trying to make my person.
Yeah, no, that makes sense.
Mm.
So I have the other problem. I have too many dots. How do I remove this dot?
Click the
Click
previous
one
dot.
before.
I don't
And
have
if you
one
want,
before.
and if you and you can click in the space before it if you want to get rid of it. To get, like clear the
Oh,
entire way.
perfect. Thank you.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay, so two more plops. And then I have to put one with
Two more
thing.
plops? What?
Yeah, I got two more plops I gotta add.
Okay.
Mm,
Technical term.
yeah.
I was about to say, does plop mean something there that I don't know about that I probably should?
I don't know. It just was a fun sounding word.
Okay.
Okay. Is background anything mechanical?
Nope.
Okay,
It's
cool.
just if you want to be like
Yep.
former spy or like mother of nine.
Okay.
Plumbers.
Former maker slash librarian.
Love it.
Mentioned librarians in our Age of the Empire game the other night. And
Oh no!
yeah, and one of our players is like, oh, like with grenades? I was like, of course with grenades. Don't you know what a librarian is?
Obviously. Okay, so if I have my 7 dots and I have the different spheres picked out, is there anything else other than assigning optional hard limits?
If you've got your look as well.
Yeah.
Yep. Cool. You're all good.
But look is, well, let me go and read back on look, making sure that there's nothing else. Like, I know what I look like, but
Yeah.
want to make sure that there's nothing that I'm missing, like mechanically to look.
No, the look is non-mechanical.
Cool. Then
It's just
I
it's a bunch
think-
of prompts to make you think about your character in interesting ways. 'Cause
Awesome. Yeah, they're beautifully written.
all right. Nice. Cool. All right.
The bullshit is finished.
You've completed it.
It will never be finished.
While we're doing that, we'll move on to like the last little bits of getting things going. Where's that thing? Carrie, thank you for the bits. Oh my gosh, wow, look at all those bits. All over the place.
As many as
10
10 tens.
10
10.
Yes, the 10 tens. All right, so let's do crew stuff finally. So that is, we need to roll for our crew stats. So, where is it? 1d6 plus 4 for. Does someone want to roll me a d6 plus 4 for rep? To see how much rep we've got.
Let's see. So I'm gonna try because let's see, 1d6 plus 4. So I think it's like this.
Nailed it.
Did that.
Cool.
Yes.
So we got 10 rep. Does someone want to do cash for us?
That's good
Same,
rep.
same thing.
Same deal. Yep. It's
Sure.
the same for all three.
7.
Nice. And same again for maximum strain. So this is like our cohesiveness as a team.
Fair. What did we call the corp for tech?
The
The big brother
algorithm.
one. Algorithm. Thank you.
algorithm, yeah.
Algorithm.
What's the guns one again?
Hard Care Incorporated.
Thank
Love
you.
it.
Can I get one more d6 plus 4?
Who hasn't rolled?
Oh, I haven't. Sorry, I never know how to do these things. Equals. No. Equals 1d.
It's slash roll instead of.
Of course
equals.
it is.
Slash roll space and then 1d4 plus 6.
Is it 1d6 plus 4 or 1d4
1d6
plus
plus
6?
4, sorry.
1d6 plus 4. Confuse me
I
with
didn't
numbers,
mean
Ash.
to push the button.
Oh
Whoops.
my gosh, someone else please roll this because I'm getting errors in my formula.
Oh no.
I'm so
There we
bad
go,
at
we
this.
got there in the end.
Genuinely.
Cool,
Thank
alright.
you. I like to play games. I don't know anything about how computers and things work.
That is okay. Nice little bio there. Cool.
Thanks.
All right, so that's our. Those give us our stats. Now our hideout. Choose one or more to describe your crew hideout. Somewhere crowded or busy, +1 rep, -1 strain. Somewhere secluded, secure, and hidden, which is -1 to rep. I'll just go through them and we can work out what the stats are later. Crowded or busy, secluded, secure or hidden, full of scrap or resources, abandoned and decrepit, expensive and upmarket, cornerstone of the community.
Is this our church area, or is that
This
what?
is for the church area, for where your hideout is, which is presumably part of the church area.
I would think abandoned and decrepit, probably. Like,
Is it only one of these things?
It's one or more. It's as many of those as you think is appropriate.
hmm.
I think both abandoned and decrepit and like a cornerstone of the community makes sense. Someone
Okay.
has opinions.
BMO has feelings
Yeah.
about it.
Also, the crowded and busy. Like, if we're operating out of the same place that we have a bunch of like.
I kind of feel like an abandoned cathedral is a draw for displaced peoples.
All right. Cool. All right. So that's +2 to max rep, -2 to max cash, and equal on screen. So,
Yeah.
man, y'all are real poor.
Welcome to the
Called
current
out.
day and the future.
Yeah.
Yeah. But you have a lot of reputation, so that's good. All right. So,
For a reputation for being broke.
so for how many things do we need? Crew gear. There we go. You get 1 piece of crew gear, which is like a piece of gear that like you don't that is like significant. It isn't just like I have like one of the things in this game is that you can just be like, ah yes, I brought a laser gun, right? And just suddenly have it. But crew gear is significant. It doesn't like reset every mission.
Okay.
So that is so you don't have to pay for it. But yeah, you'll have 1 because you only have 5 cash to start with. But you're gonna have lots of contacts. So
Cool.
does anyone have a suggestion for like what piece of gear do we think like do you want to like have a van or a hacking station or someone has a really cool sword?
Do we have anybody who's good at hacking on the team? Is that a thing we have?
I'm too good at it.
TOO or TWO?
It's TWO.
It's good wordplay.
Okay.
Yeah. I'm max good at it I could be, I guess.
Yeah, exactly.
So,
That's quite talented as far as digital work goes.
Okay.
Yeah, so we could do that. I figured that I would love us to have like a a luxurious 3D printer,
Yeah,
but
that would be cool.
but having a 3D printer is also like I don't know that it's going to be as useful to us in our immediate goal of wrecking
But
things all the time.
Sometimes you just want some cool shit.
Yeah, sometimes you do. But yeah, how do we wreck things? What do we do?
You tell me to go to it.
We just deploy you.
And we sit
Okay.
drinking tea.
Okay, I'm just saying, I can fly, I have echolocation, retractable claws, and venom sacs that I can spit acid from. Like, yes, just deploy me.
Gosh, you're so cool.
Okay, then
Can we have-
Should we
kinda do want a
should we get
3D
people to
printer.
like should we get people to do their introductions for their characters so that we have a bit
Yeah,
of
It's probably good.
So Aaron, do you want to introduce your character?
Sure. My character's name is Annabelle, or that's the name she gives people. Medium height, frizzy purple hair, pointy ears, kind of pale skin. Here, there's a picture. Got some little cat-looking eyes. Usually wears sleeveless shirts because she's got these weird wing membranes she can deploy from her arms to fly. Yeah, so I guess let me go through my capabilities. Retractable claws, echolocation, flight, venom stacks, sticky gecko hands and feet, and heat signature reduction.
Oh my gosh, I love her.
Oh, also, my mystical art is I know stuff about blood.
Oh,
So is that water?
Flesh.
Flesh. Yes. Excellent. Classic.
I love this game.
She's hella creepy. I love her.
But like normally she's just like, "Hey, what's up?" And then when shit goes down, she's like, "I'm gonna kill you."
She's like, what the fuck is up?
Yeah. Who wanted to introduce theirs next?
Evie, do you want to go or?
Yeah, sure. So my character is Trix. She uses she/her pronouns. She was formerly an intern at the Algorithm. She is quite small. She's 4 feet tall. She has light green skin and dark green hair that she wears in a pixie cut with like that heavy kind of side fringe. She has little horns, and she has little fangs, and she has little pointing ears. And she has like the mystical ways. So I have 4 points in that. So I've chosen the 4 elements. So she has earth, fire, air, and water.
Cool. Awesome.
Cool.
Kat?
Yeah, I play a throat. Throat is around 5 feet tall, and she's kind of like more square than she's a very, very wide set, and she looks very much like a gargoyle. She doesn't have hair. She just has like it's skin, but it's like dense, and it has kind of a marbled effect with her veins. And like she has wings, but they don't work. That's her bat wings just like help by having little grippy, like the little bat grippy hand aspect, which help her with the thing that she does. She is a maker. She likes to make and augment things. My abilities are I have pretty decent control over sensors, monitors, controls, dispensers, and then others. So I'm into helping modify other people. Yeah, that's the main thing that I get up to.
Cool.
And then also I'm like decent against fire, which means that I'm kind of immune to electricity, which is useful because I do a lot of wire work. And I have decent hypersense. I have like big silly bat ears, and they come in handy.
Excellent. I love it. Cool.
I
Awesome.
love this kind of bat demon vampire
Really?
aesthetic that we've got as a crew. This is very fun.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I
we're a
love it.
bat party.
Yeah.
We're a bat party.
All right. Cool. So then, yeah, we need a piece of gear and then 4 contacts.
Okay.
As far as what we need to put together. So, these contacts are solid contacts. So they are people that we're already like on the good with as well.
Maybe we should have something that helps us get into places, like a monofilament cutter or something, because like it feels like we're pretty decent on most other stuff, but how in the world are we going to get into stuff?
Yeah. Yeah. Cool.
Yeah, cool.
So yeah.
Could we have a 3D printer that makes explosives?
Yes.
Does that work for you, Kat?
Yes.
Awesome. All right.
3D printer back on the menu.
All right. It sounds like we've got a bomb printer, is what I'm hearing.
You just have to know what stuff to put in it.
It can do other stuff. It just always ends up doing bombs. Yeah.
I mean, you
It's
can do
nothing
other
to
stuff,
do
but it's
with
always
that.
made out of bombs. It's like, here, we
Yeah.
made you a key made out of bomb.
It's a one-time use key. We've made sure of it. Oh, wink.
Yeah.
This
Excellent.
message will self-destruct.
Ear prints, other things. Just
We think.
always out of
Probably.
bombs. Cool, awesome. So yeah, do we have any members? So contacts can either be members of our community or they can be like people from outside the community. That's up to us. If they're members of the community, then we draw them on our community map, which you can see in the Roll20 there.
Oh, we have a map.
Yep.
Maps.
So, my favorite magical girl is Saint Tail, and Saint Tail is this very ridiculous. It has this extremely ridiculous view of Catholicism that doesn't work at all. And like Saint Tail is a phantom thief, and she goes and steals back things that have been whatever. Like she helps people by stealing things back for them, and she has this fixer who's a nun. And that's really the setup of the series. And I would really love us to have the Anglican equivalent of just a deeply religious fixer. They know that if they come into the church and ask for help, that we will go wreck things for them.
Yeah.
I love it.
Cool.
I love it.
What is their name? What do we call them?
Is it a pastor in the Anglican Church?
I think
I mean, or
Mother
is
Teresa.
it a sister if they're a nun?
But can you be an Anglican sister?
I don't know.
Let's just pretend they can.
Anglican.
Like,
I mean,
like
why
it's,
not?
it's weird future religion.
I'm making it.
Sure.
Yeah.
Ooh, archdeacon is just a cool word.
Sister Mercy.
In the chat, Anglicans don't have nuns. It was a big thing. Okay, we don't
It was
know
a big
anything
thing.
about religion, guys.
Sorry, chat.
It's the future.
Thank you for coming to Jesus Talk 2018.
Yeah.
This is the wrong fucking channel.
All right.
Gosh.
Vicar is a cool word.
It is.
Vicar is a cool word.
I still think archdeacon sounds like some sort of boss or like an underboss.
I mean, we've got four. We've got four of these people to make. So, Vicar Amelia is in the chat.
Yeah, that's from Dark Souls? Bloodborne. Dark Souls.
Oh, okay.
Bloodborne. Yeah, she's terrifying. Hold on.
So like she is a fixer, i.e. is she an intel broker or
Here you go.
like what's the feeling as far as like what she does as a service? Like what does she do that is helpful for you?
So, yeah, I figured that that she sort of, yeah, I guess she'd have to be an info broker to know like when things are going to be, you know, when people were going to be off shifts, right? Or
That works. Yeah, cool. All right, so
She could also like lend an air of legitimacy to the place. Like, oh, we have an actual
It's
nun
a good
here.
picture. It's a real good picture.
Yep. Mm-hmm. Perfect, you might say.
I was like, if we're having a nun, it's got to be a cat nun.
Mm-hmm.
A pun nun.
Wow.
Cool. All right. Cool. That's one.
Shit, we need like so many more.
Y'all are real popular.
Yeah.
Like,
I want to have somebody named like, Lord have mercy. I want to have Hope, and she's an assassin.
Oh.
And basically, like, we coordinate with her on occasion.
mm-hmm.
And it's like, oh, hey, by the way, I'm going to be killing the person in this place. And, you know, it's probably a good time to just blow the doors and everything off of it. And we'll just say it was an accident.
Uh-huh. Yep, sounds good.
Love it.
very cool.
Taking a real religious theme here on the naming too, which I love.
Mm-hmm.
And then you have Constance, who's one of those people who pretends to be a statue, and they see everything that happens.
Oh my gosh. She's a busker.
And then you have Temperance, who runs the underground tavern and brothel.
Is that what we're doing?
That's actually a real good one to have.
Temperance?
Yeah, Temperance is great. I love it.
Because I mean, even the people who work for the shitty corpse have to come somewhere for boobs and booze.
I feel like Temperance is really young though.
Mm-hmm.
I feel like she's like really young and such a savvy business person that she's just like, yeah, whatever. You know, my grandparent used to run this place and now I run it. It doesn't matter that I'm like 15.
Works for me.
Ooh, Cammy said we need a sentient AI.
Ooh.
Oh, Cammy. I mean, called Golem.
Now, what would he do for us?
Maybe they like work for one of the corps. So we have someone on the inside that we know.
That's a good thought.
Mm-hmm.
Some insider info.
Yeah, cool.
Which corp?
Yeah, good question. Because it could be any of them. Like, it feels like the least likely one would be Heels on Wheels, but they could have self-driving cars. You know, like it could be any of them.
I feel like the algorithm would be really good because I mean they have surveillance. So
And it kind of works because like Trix used to be an intern there, so maybe that's how we made that connection.
Yeah, that works.
Cool.
All right, so what are you putting? What's the name?
oh, Golem seems okay.
Cool. And they're an AI?
Yeah.
Yes.
In the algorithm. Cool. All right.
See if I can find a cool picture.
Yeah, cool. All right.
That's just boobs. Okay.
It's the internet.
I'm going to search for something on the internet.
Yeah.
Boobs. All right, cool. So we've got that. And then is there anything else we need to do before we can start a mission?
Oh, Golem looks cool.
Fuck yeah. Preparing for trouble. Oh, do any corps have turmoil with us? For every 3 max strain we have. So we've got 6 max strain, so 2 corps have turmoil with us, which is basically like we have pissed them off in the past.
Well, the algorithm has to be one, right?
One of them. Do we want both of the? Oh no, it has to be 2 separate ones. So which other one do we want to have rough with? Beef.
Maybe we got the bomb printer from Hardcare.
Yeah. Nice. I
Yeah.
like it. Cool. All right. Well, that is all of our setup. So shall we take a quick 5-minute break and like jump back in and see
Yes.
some
what
wrecking?
this looks like? Cool.
Let's do it.
Some back and wrecking.
In a minute, chat.
anybody on our wrecking crew named Ralph. We fucked up.
Yeah, we did.
That was the
Oh,
best thing to
we
cold
really
open
did
on.
mess up.
We should have done that for one of our contacts. Oh,
Yeah,
shindiness.
should have had a wrap. Yeah.
Instead of hope, it's Vanellope.
Yeah. So, let's have a look here. We open on a it's raining because it's cyberpunk. It's a huge it's a wide asphalt street that is lit by like golden street lights, but either side are these huge elaborate, like on lining the street are these huge elaborate Gothic buildings covered in oh my goodness, in like gargoyles and the not animate kind, and like all sorts of like fancy decoration and spires and things. The three of you are like just outside of a like a big ornate double wooden door. Above you, a surveillance camera is like, bzz, like it's fritzing out. It's been dealt with already. And inside, inside, I think we hear like, someone go check on that camera. As the three of you are perched outside. So what we need to work out is what the fuck are you doing here? So when we go into...
I think we're here to wreck it, Ash.
I think so. When the players... So let's quickly run the engagement and find out exactly how bad a situation it is currently. So A, which of the corps are we going up against? I'm guessing it's the algorithm, but I'm interested to know who else it might be. And
Yeah,
then...
let's do it. We got notice from Golem that security was a bit lax tonight, so we decided to do a wreck.
Yeah, I know. I think you've heard that they have like that they've made like a large purchase, and that they have an important asset somewhere in this complex. The question is, what kind of plan is this? Is it an assault, a deception, stealth, mystical, technical, social, or transport? So that is telling us like, what kind of story is this? Is it a story wherein the important thing is sneaking around? Is it a story where the important thing is the breaking things like guns and action? Is it a story where like the most important part is making a social connection? What kind of mission do we think this is? This is under engagement in the PDF.
Do you have a page number?
Page 4.
Thank you.
That's why you keep me around, Ash.
Is it? I thought I kept you around because you're pretty.
Okay, one of the reasons to keep me around. Well, I mean, social because we have a connection.
I mean, the question here is, what's the big obstacle that we're overcoming?
What do we
right?
want to do?
Yeah.
Do we want to take this big item that they have, or do we want to destroy it, I guess is...
We want to destroy them and then have things, so they can't have things.
Okay,
So
but we want the things.
We want to take it. This is maybe we've been getting flack for destroying things that could help the community.
I have an idea. I have an idea. Okay, so it's an important thing, right?
Yeah.
So they'll want it back. So, what if we steal it for long enough to make a bomb copy of it and put it back?
Oh my god! Not even put it back. Ransom it back to them so we get paid for it.
Oh my god.
Appeals to my interest.
Please give me credits for you to blow your own shit up.
Yes, this is the plan. So
Yes.
we're doing the recovered one.
So it's stealth then, or transport?
Yes.
Stealth, or is it the other?
I think it's just assault. We're gonna kill you and take it. We're just not gonna kill the
But
thing.
yeah, that's the question.
I'm leaning assault.
I mean, we're wreckers, so I'm okay with it.
Break everything, take thing, go back, ransom.
Yeah.
Yep, let's do it.
Cool, awesome. I assume is your point of attack go through the door then? Like just like straight in through the front door, or you got
Not
that?
me. Is there a skylight?
I was just gonna say, is this
There
like a
can be.
skyscraper? This building?
You can say
Okay.
there's a skylight, and we're going to do that.
Well, they don't necessarily have to. I want them to knock on the door, and I go craw through the skylight, and then just start spitting acid at people.
All right, so that sounds like a point of attack. We've worked out what that is. Do we think that this is? So we start with 1 dice for luck. Do we think this is bold or daring?
Oh, absolutely.
Yes.
Yeah, this is yes.
Do we think that this is hitting a particular vulnerability of the target? I don't think that this is a thing that they're specifically weak to. It's
Yeah, I don't think so.
not- do we have? Is one of our contacts like helping us?
I think Golem is giving us the insider info.
Is this like very complex or like has a lot of like moving parts?
No.
Is it? Do they have specific defenses against this?
Not usually.
Are any of
They
your
haven't figured this one out yet.
are any of your enemies interfering? You don't have any enemies at the moment, so
Yet.
yeah, you have like corpses that are pissed with you, but that's different. Cool. So that's
10
3
dice.
dice. So we're rolling 3 dice to see and keeping the highest. Does someone want to roll 3d6 for me?
/roll space 3d6.
Or you can hit, you should be able to press. Is there a fortune button on your sheet?
What?
There's a fortune button, I think,
Oh,
underneath
no.
the stats.
God,
Yeah, there is. It's right down the bottom right.
Oh yeah, there is.
Are you-
my monitor is dying again.
Oh no.
Oh no.
I
Dear.
think it's the cable.
Okay.
I have.
Does someone want to
to-
press fortune and into
I can do it.
Yep.
So is this action?
engagement?
Do I type that in? I mean,
3d6
yeah.
or
Is it one? What's it giving you?
dice
Is it-
3.
Dice 3.
so
yeah.
when you
Okay, here we go.
I'll be right back.
Good
6.
job. Excellent. All right, so as soon as Aaron's back, we'll. But things are going according to plan, which is
Great.
a nice start. All right.
According to plan, according to the smash and grab plan.
Yeah, smash and grab is a classic plan. Don't harsh on the classics.
Why mess with it? You know, if it ain't broke.
If it ain't broke, you haven't touched it yet.
we have t-shirts that say that.
Yeah, absolutely.
Gosh.
Cool.
Oh, the last game of this I played, all of our characters had matching jackets.
Ah,
Yeah, we had like matching team jackets with our team name on them.
very cool. I don't know. Are we that well off? Do we even have fancy jackets? I don't think we're that cool. No.
No, I don't think
This
so.
is the poorest team I've seen.
Yeah.
Also,
We're
2 of
getting
us
by.
have wings, so jackets are probably a bit difficult to work
I mean,
with.
I'm pretty sure Luke's character had 2 jackets that were torn in half and then worn over her because she was a
gosh.
giant knoll. So
Yeah, that's true. She did.
yeah. That was a thing.
She was a big, tough lady.
Uh-huh.
I like it.
She ripped the head off a unicorn.
Oh gosh, yes. Oh wow, that group was so messed up. We were not all right.
I mean, it was a horrible like cyberpunk future unicorn that like
Sure,
ate
yeah, it's
corpses. So
yeah.
like,
Not the
That's
best.
true. It was kind of demonic and very scary.
I love the permission this genre gives you to be like, no, a unicorn is a scary thing,
Yeah, yeah.
or like
Terrible.
all those sorts of things. Hi. Welcome back. How's that?
Hi.
Are
How's
you-
what?
Do you have a screen now? Do I
Yes.
have? Oh, it's Cat's. Wow, I really did mess up Cat's Twitter handle on the
What
thing.
happened to it?
It's just that because I was typing in pronouns at the same time, I typed a
Oh,
pronoun over.
I see.
I was like, good job.
Yeah.
There we go. All fixed.
Your cat looks like my cat. Cat.
Oh,
Oh, look,
Oh, there's two of them.
twins.
Except
So cute.
one of them is nice and the other one is it's like antisocial. All right, so so at the moment that we like hit the road for this mission, everything is going according to plan. What does that look like? Does that involve Erin's character like dropping through the roof and spitting acid? Is that the plan?
Absolutely.
yeah, I think that's the plan. And if I can assist that by like making the lights go out and everything, I'd love to.
Yeah. Let me
That's very
remember
cool.
how the assisting rules work because
It's really good because I have echolocation. I don't need lights.
Oh
Yep.
my goodness.
No need for that noise.
There's just clicking and burning.
action rolls.
The sounds of death.
It just turns into
Um,
Alien.
So, if you're being helped, by contact, by crewmate, the crewmate takes a strain, and the player adds 1 die to their roll. So the crew takes 1 strain.
Sure.
Um,
Absolutely, I will.
so that is a group stat. So I'll put 1 strain on the crew, and then
Thank you.
you're getting a 1 bonus dice on your on what action is this to like crash through the roof, spitting acid everywhere.
Ooh. Scramble? No, sorry, scrap.
Or is
Yeah.
it wreck?
I think. I mean, the main goal is
It's against
to
people
hurt the
rather
people.
than yeah. So that sounds like a scrap then. Yeah.
Okay.
Cool.
So scrap. I've got 2 points in capability, and I mean, I've got. Can you do the capability thing multiple times, or do you just apply it
You
once?
add if you're using your capabilities, you add your capability dice.
Okay, it doesn't matter how many capabilities, as long as one does it, I get the 2 pips. Gotcha.
Yep.
Okay, so that's 3 dice, and then I get an extra one from being assisted.
Yep.
Okay, cool.
And you're not getting a crew or gear helping you out, are you?
I don't think so.
Cool. All right. Cool. Fuck yeah. All right. So yeah. What is that? Like you just clear this entire room, right? Like that. Like this opening. This opening. Like warehouse area. This. What's the word I want? Like a garage. Where like the big wooden doors open out so that trucks can come and go. And you smash in through the roof. The lights start going, start flickering. Acid starts pouring onto all of these sorts of dudes. I mean, you I don't think you like kill any of them. But you maim them enough to make them fucking run. And so immediately they start running back towards retreating into the thing. I think one of the, a couple of them try to run out the front door where. So the big wooden doors on their pneumatic hinges open up, and a couple of guys with their faces burning run out, arms flailing in the air. Are the two out the front doing anything with that?
Yeah, I'm gonna try, right? Gotta try. What do we do?
I mean, they're
What's our-
fleeing for their lives, so.
I mean, is this what we needed to be able to get in past their security? Was for someone else to come out?
I mean, you also got in past the security by going through the skylight, so it's up to you.
I mean,
Yeah.
it's more
I just-
difficult for us to get up and into the skylight,
True.
though, I think.
Yeah. Inside,
worry
your
that
friend
if
is just
they-
being like,
Yeah.
chaos, right? The whole
Just doing
Friend.
a thing.
so someone has started up a truck and is is gonna just drive it through one of the other doors and just
Yeah,
That's probably
I'm
the
worried
truck
that
with
if
the
we
thing.
let them escape, that they might alert somebody, right? So I'm gonna try to take one out. Can I do it with Tinker? Can I grab an electrical wire that I'm using and stab into people? Is this? an option?
Feel
or do
like I
have
feel
to
like if you're
scrap?
if the intention is stabbing, then it's scrapping.
Yeah. Then I'm scrapping. Okay.
Yeah, but you
Fine.
could
I'm
be like
biohacking.
you could be
Yeah,
like
exactly.
like I'm trying to work out if you were
Oh,
scrapping.
okay. So here's what I'll do. Yeah, I will try to shut down an area that they're like going to run into to trap them so that they just can't escape.
Yeah. You're just gonna like lock the doors or something.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, cool.
I'd love to do that.
That if you're doing that, it sounds like it's digital work. What action do we think it is to like lock up a door?
Yeah, that sounds like a digital work thing. to
That sounds
me.
like a tinker. That sounds like a digital tinker. You're changing what it does. Like tinkering is all about changing the properties of a thing. So you're making it go to locked. And a door, I think, is like maybe a conduit or a motivator. Do you have either of those?
I have no.
What
neither
digital
of
spheres
those.
do you have?
I have sensors, monitors, controls, others, dispensers.
You can disable the motion sensors on the inside that would normally detect someone and unlock the door automatically because they're electromagnetically locked. So without it, they just go right into the door.
I don't know that that's. So this is the interesting thing, right? Like, is it's about like working out what can we do?
I think I could use. I think I can override controls so that
Yeah.
they just can't get out.
So the
right?
button
'Cause
doesn't
then
work.
The just simply doesn't
Yeah,
work with
no,
any of
that's the
your-
thing you can do. Yeah, cool. So that's
Now it's-
that's tinkering controls. Yeah,
Now it's only just fun to press.
So,
it's a really nice click.
So I click on Tinker. It
Yep.
brings up this input value, gives me bonus dice. I don't have any
You
extra
have bonus dice because you have all of your digital work dice.
Oh, got it. So, and
yeah.
then put that. There we go.
Fuck
Boom.
yes. Nice. Perfect.
Oh, she
that
got-
is a
Nice.
critical
She
hit.
got a crit.
So yeah. So like this entire like shed, this garage, like you control the doors, right? Like they are yours. You can make them open and shut as you need.
Yes.
At the moment, that means that the people going... So, like, there's two people coming towards you, right, that are coming out the front door, but no one is going out the back towards where, like, the offices and things are, where they might alert someone.
Okay.
So there's like two dudes running out the like front door into the street with their arms above their head screaming. There's a dwarven guy inside just like banging on the door being like, "We're being melted alive, let us in." Whatever Annabelle is spinning around in the sky just melting people. There's a lot of screaming.
There's a lot of screaming, yeah.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna shut down both the access to the back and the access to the front to make sure that they're
Yeah, cool. So they're trapped inside, which is like that's a solid setup for if Aaron, if you want to kill these people, you can do another scrap and death is on the line for them. Like you can just melt them. Because Throat has like trapped them in a fish in a barrel, right? Like.
I think.
Wow.
I think. Yes, but I've got these claws,
You want to get up close
and
and
I
personal?
didn't pay for them for nothing.
Uh-huh.
Ooh, I'm gonna fly by and
No.
say there's no claws for alarm, and I'm going to kill them.
All right, cool, excellent. Scrap with your bonus capabilities +1 for your friend. Cool.
Oh my gosh.
Yep.
Annabelle's a punster. It's canon.
Yep. All right, cool. So yeah, I think there's most of the some of the dudes have just melted, and then this one guy is is a security guard and he's got his gun and he's shooting into the air, and then you swoop down, make a pun, and then just rip him from stomach to neck, and he just comes apart. And then it's eerily quiet inside, except for maybe Annabelle giggling. I don't
Had
know.
her own pun.
Yeah, right. Like that was pretty good.
I think you come in and she just kind of like hands on her hips, like head back, laughing. She's like, "Did y'all hear that? It was
Do
the
we have
best."
comms? Did we hear that?
Did someone want to spend
I did,
some?
definitely.
Did someone want to spend
I'm
some cash on
sure
having
you
comms?
Mm.
Right. So if you want to have comms, you need to buy it. So that is one cash.
How much cash do we have?
You have
we are
5.
Very poor.
How much are comms?
1. Like buying a piece of gear is 1.
Okay, if it enables them to have heard my delightful pun, then I feel like 20% of our money is worth it.
Cool.
Great,
Excellent.
great,
We've spent 1 cash on having comms so that you can hear that pun.
That's amazing.
Yeah.
She's like
Yeah,
wiping away tears with a blood-stained, like clawed hand.
Yep. I love it. Cool.
Yeah.
So yeah, there is a melted dwarf like plastered up against one of the like high security like metal doors, where they were like pawing at it to escape, and then like one of the warehouse doors, there is a truck that is just like taken off and just smashed into it because they were expecting it to open to get out, and yeah, it is a scene of chaos in
No.
here.
Is the truck still piloted and good?
I mean,
Is there
the
a dude in
person, the person inside was covered in acid and is now like on the steering, like kind of slightly into the steering wheel.
Ew.
So it's got brains on it.
It's visceral ash. Great. Good.
Yeah.
Good work.
But yeah, now like it's like the only sound in there is like the running of that engine, like the like some dripping sounds, and like and your voice cackling at your own joke.
Aw.
She wipes away a tear. Okay, so we should get out of here quickly because being in an enclosed space with a running engine is bad for your health.
Yeah.
Also,
but,
so there's melted guy probably at this point on the steering wheel. Throat, do you need that specifically to drive, or can you do your things?
Just gotta see if it's the right type of vehicle. And
Okay.
I check over. Is it the right type of vehicle
It's the
to remote
cyberpunk
control?
future. Everything has computers in it.
Yep, it's not one of the cool ones, so we're good.
Okay. And just rip whatever I can out of the front seat. I'm gonna ride on top. It smells a lot.
I mean, yeah, like you're assuming that somewhere in this compound is the
I don't even know if we said what
The
it was.
MacGuffin?
The thing you're looking for is the MacGuffin is I've called it the Chronoton Eucharist. So
Yes.
oh my gosh.
you don't know what
Yuck.
it is. You just know that that's what it's called, and that it cost them over $5 billion to acquire it.
Wow.
God, they didn't have any initiative. You can just take those.
Yeah. Weird.
But yeah, it's
this one's
somewhere
ours.
somewhere in this compound is what you know.
Is there a way that we can like find where it is? Can we like get an electronic-y map?
Everybody.
Okay, I will try.
Cool.
I will try. Well, hold on. Do we even have access to like a decent terminal? And I start I start looking at what we have available.
So yeah, I mean, like currently you are at their site, which tends to be a helpful thing. You don't have like this is a warehouse garage. There's not like a high tech science terminal here.
I'm not like at their command center. Or
Yeah, but
anything.
like you could navigate from like through their systems to something to get like you could use the like sprinkler system to get a layout of the building or things like that.
Okay. Yeah, so I'll start there. I'll just try to get a floor plan and see if we can kind of understand how the building is laid out. to figure out where they're most likely keeping it, so that we don't have to go and kill all of the people in the command center to make sure we know, even though that's probably what we're going to wind up
Unless we
doing.
want to, like,
I know us. I
choice.
know us. Yeah. But it seems like this is the right thing to do first. So I will attempt my tinker roll.
Sounds good. So let's go through the thing because like we've got a bit more like it's a bit less high action right now, so we can like think about what we're doing. So
Oh, cool.
so action dice. So how many have you got in Tinker? You've got 3?
2.
2. Sorry, 2 in Tinker, 2 in digital work.
Yep.
So you'll have 2 bonus dice. Are any of your crew assisting in any way?
I'm not sure if we.
I'm
You
not.
pay a string
I'm
to
not
do
allowed
so.
to touch computers.
Okay.
No,
cool.
no.
Are you getting assistance from a contact? So that would be spending rep, right? And being like, call in someone or flashback to when someone hooked you up with something helpful before. So if there's
Do we want to do that, or do we want to?
I feel like that works. I think that we've got lots of reps,
rep
so
is something
Oh,
you've got
that's
plenty
right.
of.
we're rich in
Caches.
friends.
Yeah, because
Okay.
then you would also have. Do you have any gear that's helpful? But you would have to buy that, right? So this is how you. Yeah.
Cool. So yeah, let's spend some rep for when Golem was hooking us up earlier. They outlined like the sort of area for us to be looking for. So
Yeah.
if I manage to pull a map, we'll have a
Yeah,
decent
you're not going to
idea.
accidentally pull like the entire block's worth of layouts. You're going to be more specific. Cool. So there's another bonus dice, and you didn't get set up by another action, so that's 1 dice. Is any of your gear like shitty and interfering? No. None of your contacts are getting in the way, and you don't have any harm. So those would be our penalties. So there's 3 bonus dice on your Tinker roll.
Let's see.
So many bonus dice.
It's not bad.
Holy shit!
Smashing out 6s.
4, 5, 5, 5, 6.
That's wow, cool. All right, so yeah, you get a basic layout of the place. So you're on the ground floor. There is 1 level above you, which is like offices and like clerical stuff. And then there's and then there are like service elevators and things between the ground floor, the clerical level, and then underneath there are 3 basement levels, which are marked like storage, and like miscellaneous holding, and then one that is just marked as what's the word I want, like server center data banks, so
Sure.
like just lots and lots of computers, and then the third one is marked as like residential.
Oh.
Okay.
It's like it has like, and that is its requirements needs to have air, water, all of those sorts of things, whereas the other ones only need like power or nothing at all.
Okay.
Is that typical?
For three stories underground?
No,
That's weird.
Doesn't feel usual.
Yeah.
Let's wreck it.
Yeah.
Let's just wreck it.
Can we fit the truck into the service elevator?
Not with the like. So it has like a like. If it just had the tray instead of the whole like back like mounting on top, you could, but like it has that mounting on it, so that makes it tricky.
Aaron, are you okay? All right.
My immediate response to that was going to be not horizontally.
It won't fit in the elevator, but it'll fit in the elevator shaft. So let's just
I mean, what is an elevator if not an up-down truck?
It's more of a train, it really. It's just
Yeah, that's true. It is more
they're
of a
on the
train.
tracks.
Yeah, yeah. What is a
Wow.
train really, other than a really long elevator?
Deep. Real
So yeah,
deep.
we there is the elevators. So the elevators are what the person was like banging on the metal door for.
To try to
Most of
get
the
out.
like terminals would be in the like Clark area, whereas the servers are in the bank.
Okay. Okay, cool. So I turn to you guys and I'm like, well, it's probably either in the storage area or it's this creepy thing that needs air and water and other living necessities.
Okay, let me see what I can find out. And I want to do some mystical work.
Sounds cool.
I'm not entirely sure how this works, so I'm gonna kind of make it up.
Yeah. What are your spheres?
Me in a
let's start
nutshell.
there.
I have the four elements, so I have earth, fire, air, and water.
Yeah.
So close to Captain Planet, but not quite.
Yeah.
Um,
that heart one. If only you had
I know.
flesh.
If only,
I've got blood.
If
I've
I
got
only
blood.
had a heart.
Yeah.
Do-do-do-do-do-do.
Yeah.
So I think I'm going to thank you.
I was just thinking of how terrifying it would be because I kept shouting, "I have blood!" If it was earth, fire, wind, water, blood, and the the blood ring.
Captain Planet's taken a disturbing turn.
No. Yeah, that's
The
a bit.
Bloodborne version of
That's
Captain
a bit.
Planet.
In which we what we do in the shadows.
Wow.
Lieutenant Soil.
So I want to tap into the air in this space, like in these underground rooms. And I want to see if it's being changed, right? So if it's being breathed, basically. So you breathe in and it's one thing, you breathe out and it's another thing. I want to see if I can detect if there are people down there or no people down there.
Sure. Cool. Sounds good. Yeah. Let's do that.
So it's a mystical work roll.
Yeah. So it's not a mystical work roll. It's a what action do we think it is?
Well, it's probably study, yeah?
It sounds like study, and then you're adding your mystical work dice as bonuses.
Okay, so is it mind that I click on then here?
You click
it's
on study.
There it is. And I have 2 bonus dice for my 2 mystical work, yeah?
Yep.
Cool. Let's see.
Fuck yes.
6.
Nice.
Dang.
Yes. Yeah. You're doing real good. I think I want to know what your what does this look like?
Okay, cool. What does this look like?
Hey, Ash.
Yeah.
Your book has it listed as judge, and the sheet has it as mind.
Okay. Cool. Thank you.
Or
Just-
study.
For future.
Yeah.
Yes.
No, I will fix that
okay.
up. Thank you.
Mhm.
Yes, it is.
I
judge.
think it looks like Tai Chi.
Yeah.
Ooh.
Yeah, I think that it's just like Trix just kind of stands real straight and kind of centers herself up, and she just takes a deep breath in and just starts to move in really fluid kind of ways. She's like connected to the earth through her feet. She's breathing the air. She's moving like water. You know, she's got a whole kind of nature-y thing going on. And I think that we just get to see what she's picking up through like quite a blue lens, right? So blue camera lens, and we get to see what's going on down in these basement rooms.
Yeah. And do we get the shot of like you doing the like breathe in, breathe out, and the focus of like the like what is in the air here, sort of like
Yeah.
feeling.
Yeah.
Cool. Awesome.
That's rad.
Yeah.
That's real good.
So based on that, I think the air in this entire section is in this entire like building is all like one system. So between the different floors, I think you can tell that that there are like a lot of living beings, like a couple, probably 24,
Okay.
which would be crowded if it were the upstairs floor only.
Okay. So that's just in the basement space, I think, that there are that many people?
No. So like for all of the floors,
okay.
5 floors, right? There are about 24 people apart from yourselves.
Right.
If,
Okay.
But based on the size of the space, it would be really, like, cramped for the upstairs floor to have all of those people in it.
Okay, right. So we're assuming that there's some flow over into the lower levels.
Presumably.
Cool. Okay. Okay, well, yeah, I'll relay that to the two of you. Okay, so it seems like there are like maybe a couple dozen people, but like it's too many, right? It's too many for upstairs. So there has to be some who are down there. So I don't know if we want to do like a quick strike offensive or like a, fire evacuation thing, or
Maybe we have to do recon.
Mm,
I know.
mm,
I know, but what if they're not? What if they don't even work for the company?
What if they're prisoners? What if we get to rescue them? Heroes.
We're already heroic. I'm not sure if you've been paying attention, but
In the
that's
corner,
pretty great.
in the
Have
corner,
you looked
an
at our,
arm
like, quarterly
slopes
report?
off the corpse of a dwarf.
Yeah.
Jesus.
That was like that when I got here.
That is not true at all.
You are on the other side of the door. You can't prove anything.
There was a lot of squelching in the comms, like a lot of squelching.
Oh, I just like sound effects while I fly. Are you sure that's not my echolocation? You like this?
Please, if someone in chat managed to capture that moment, I want to watch it over and over.
I don't. All right.
Yeah.
What's
So I think we should head down semi-stealthily.
Ugh,
I know.
I have no stealth.
Uh-oh.
I was like, we're wreckers. I'm not going to need a skulk.
Yep.
Yeah.
All right.
That's fine.
So what do we do? I mean, you can like just open the doors on the elevators. That's fine. You've got that control throat.
Yeah. So since I have control over the doors, I do that so we can get into the elevators.
Inside, they're like weirdly mirrored. Like every single side of them is a mirror.
Oh, before we go, are there any bodies in here? Like, are these people wearing uniforms? Can we take like jackets or something?
You may
They
need
are-
several bodies to make
I was
a full
gonna say, like,
uniform.
do you wanna try and like assemble a uniform from like not melted parts?
That's real gross. Do I want to try and do that?
I reckon we can assemble one uniform from like the bodies that are like from
I
like
feel
the
like if it's
from the
only one,
6 or 7 people that were here.
it's probably not worth doing that for like just one of us. That feels a bit.
Can we check for access cards or anything like that?
That sounds like you
That's
are
so smart.
That's
like
really
searching or something. I don't remember what the fucking actions are in this game.
a study? Is it study
yeah.
look around?
Yeah, judge or skulk. I think it could go either way.
I don't have any of those.
I have
so-
study. I can look around for it in a
Yep.
in a study move.
Yeah, sure.
Sure. I'll help by kicking bodies over or something. I'm
I
not
feel
touching
like-
them. They're gross.
So here's the thing, right? You don't get burned by your own acid, so you need to be
Oh.
able to like move the. Yeah,
So
sorry,
you're just telling me
friend.
the one. So you're doing like not the aerial view, but you're like, okay, that one looks good. That one
Yeah.
looks good, and I'm like,
So is that one bonus die? Is that how that works?
Yep, and we need to take a strain for helping.
Okay. All right, let's do this. Oh, it's not
no.
great. Oh dear.
That's worse.
It's a 3.
Yeah. All right. Cool.
Icky fingers.
Oh no.
Yeah. I feel like let's give you let's give you some minor harm. So that's -1 dice on. Do you reckon that's body or mind? For that one, like for like.
This is for me, yeah.
No, let's
This
put -1. Let's put like you like. Turns out that Annabelle does get burnt by her own acid if it's not like coming out of her mouth.
Oh.
So
Oh, I'm so sorry.
Annabelle, you're taking minor harm to your body unless you want to resist it.
Yes.
I'm just trying to remember how resistance works in this game. Blah, 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 blah,
Do
blah.
I just click body
Yeah.
for body
yep,
resist?
Yep, body resist.
It's a good thing to find out now.
So like how are you resisting? Are you just being like, oh no, don't touch that, it's bad, Bernie? Is that like just being smart enough to not keep holding on to the thing that's burning you? Cool.
I think so.
Oh god.
And maybe using the claws instead of the fingers, so I have at least some extra distance. But when the claws start to sizzle, I'm like, oh hey, no, maybe no.
Yeah.
Okay, so I can't click body something with the
Oh.
sheet in the macro, but I'll just do 46.
Yeah, you've got so much.
Wait.
That's bad. That's real
Wow,
bad. To me.
yeah.
Oh no.
Oh my god.
On a 1 to a 3, you resist, i.e., you don't take the harm, but we gain 2 strain, which means that we're out of 4 out of 6 strain.
Oh.
If the crew hits its max strain, reset to 0 and choose 1. Someone takes major harm. The crew gains troublesome contact or a piece of gear. Sinister forces escalate their attentions. The fucking law shows up. Someone is incapacitated for the rest of the mission and takes a new hard limit. So you will get to choose. Which of
Sweet.
those
Yeah,
makes
we're fine.
sense.
Also, this is a one shot, so we're just gonna drive this till the wheels fall off.
Yeah,
Yeah,
oh
we
yeah,
are.
100%. But yeah, nope. These people are like not even like only like a couple. Like now that you're looking at it, not all of them are wearing uniforms. Some of them are wearing like other uniforms from like courier companies and stuff like that. And
Oops.
and yeah, they don't have like fancy access cards or anything like that.
Okay.
Or
Okay,
if they
well.
did, they're melted. That is some nasty goop.
You do good work, Annabelle.
Yeah.
Okay, well, into the elevator then, just
Yeah.
as we are.
Cool. All right. Should we take a quick break there because I feel like that's a good like spot to like switch over.
It's the loading screen between
Yeah.
Yeah.
scenes.
It's
like Mass Effect.
Oh my gosh, it's always Gopher with the Nemo.
All right. We'll be back in just a second.
Do, 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 do.
We're one step ahead.
Okay, we are. So you'll have eliminated some employees of a megacorp that we don't particularly like.
They have been terminated.
They have been terminated. Yes, well done. Oh my god. And now I think you can open and close the doors. Did you want to what were your digital spheres again, Throat?
They are sensor, monitors, controls, others, and dispensers.
Oh.
That's so many.
Mm-hmm. It's 5 of them.
None of them though are motivators, which we would need to make the elevator go up and down.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah, the only thing that I could do to make the elevator go down is a scary one that we don't want, because I could I could use controls and get the lever to just go drop and then stop. But we don't want that.
Yeah.
We don't-
I think it is.
Tower of Terror.
Yeah, it's a
How far down is it?
So there are 3 stories below you.
Okay.
They are
And do you have-
storage, server farm,
And then
yeah,
residential.
residential. Yeah.
Residential question mark? Yeah, okay. Do you have control over the brakes?
No, I think that's inhibitors. Let me check the list.
Okay. I was gonna say I can gecko crawl out of there and just puke acid on the cables.
I mean,
I'd be
yeah.
fine.
Not to give it too much forethought, but how are we gonna get out again? Is that too much planning? We're not here for
just-
that?
I don't know what you're talking about. We just fly.
Yeah.
Excellent.
We go up.
yeah. Usually, I feel like I probably just mod you, Annabelle, and see how things go, right? Because if you can just spit through the mechanism and then flap us down because your wings are strong enough, then we might be able to do it. So all I have to do is make you strong enough, like lift things to carry the weight of this service elevator.
Easy as
Awesome.
that.
Mhm.
Simple.
Awesome.
Yeah. So I'm gonna try.
So like, are your wings mechanical? Is that?
Yeah, I think it's like a little thing I can deploy from like my forearm. So like when I'm
Right.
not using it, it's just hidden.
Mhm.
That's
Yep.
why I don't wear sleeveys, so I can just be like, "Wow, wings!"
All right, so we're going to we're going to tinker her as a
You're gonna
setup
overclock
action
my arm
for
flappers.
her to try and guide you down. All right, cool. Sounds good. That's
Yeah,
good.
I'm gonna.
You'll do
try.
that. I'm going to sit here eating my cake batter, and I'll see you at the end of it if you're still alive.
Yeah.
Sorry. What you meant to say was when we're still alive, because
Uh-huh,
this plan is
sure.
amazing.
Mhm.
This
Yes,
is flawless. It's definitely gonna work. So that's the 2 tinker dice. Are there any other dice that apply to this? I'm like running around and
It's
gathering
others,
materials.
so you
Digital work for
digital work because it falls. Basically, you get to add your digital works things when it falls within your spheres, right? Like that's.
That's perfect. Okay, so just those. Got it. Let's try it. Ooh, 5.
5.
Yes.
All right.
Awesome plan.
So
So I found little mini jet boosters and just put those into your elbows.
mhm.
Ka-chink.
Oh
Cool.
my god, this is incredible.
love this.
Yeah, and oh man, they're so stable. They're not likely to blow up at all.
I know.
That is,
We have
look,
complete
you rolled
trust
a.
in
We
each
can
other.
see that you rolled a 6, and therefore they are stable and safe.
Perfect.
Oh, wait a second. But that's a 5, Ash.
What are you talking about? I don't know what you're talking about.
Oh my god.
Oh, the exchange rate. I understand. Yeah, it makes
Yeah,
sense.
yeah.
It's a 6.25.
So,
Okay, I got super boosters on my flappers.
yeah. Super
Okay.
boosted elbows.
Okay, so the plan is, I look down on my arms and I go, awesome, and then I skitter up to the top of the elevator car, use my sticky gecko feet to put myself firmly in place, spit onto the elevator cable, and just start flapping.
All right.
Also, at some point, I might just go, scraw!
So there are 2 actions here.
Okay.
One is the wreck,
Mm-hmm.
and then the second is the scramble for getting down safely.
Okay. That's the wreck.
Fucking yes. Okay, good.
And here's the scramble.
So you have a bonus dice for scramble.
Oh my god.
Sorry, I couldn't hear you over the sound of me being good at this.
Wow. Oh my goodness.
I'm sorry, my awesome is just too much.
Uh-huh.
I couldn't hear you on my elbow jets.
Okay.
I think over the comms you hear her going.
And she's just making a noise with her mouth.
Yeah, with her mouth.
She puns and she makes her own sound effects.
All right, cool. Now the question was, did you want to do anything other than hit the bottom basement floor?
Oh wait, wait.
Not die?
Can I?
Also that,
can
yeah.
I like? Can I use some mystical work to like use the air to kind of cushion us?
I mean,
To,
you're,
like,
you're
kind
gonna
of
get there
bounce
safely
on the
anyway.
bottom?
That's
Oh, we're
fine.
gonna get there safely. Okay.
Yeah,
okay.
that's what Annabelle was just scrambling you all downward.
Like a boss. Awesome.
Yeah.
Okay.
So
Cool.
the bottom floor was where the people were. Yeah.
We don't know exactly where the people
Yeah.
were, but that's where the living area is. Yeah, I think we want to check that out.
Okay.
Mhm. Yeah.
Then yeah, I think that sounds good.
Cool. All right. So yeah, the door opens into a
I
I'm
don't
just
know.
thinking how ridiculous this looks from the other side of the door.
I don't know
yes,
what you mean.
true. Yeah. Right there.
Cool as all hell.
Uh-huh. Yep.
Sorry.
So yeah, the the door opens and like from their perspective there is this nonsense.
Scrawl!
Nonsense. I don't know what you
Yeah.
mean.
How dare you?
From your perspective it opens into a like weird like cathedral space with like cables hanging down in like a very Serial Experiments laneway, making like this arched shape. And I think there are like heaps and heaps of big like meter wide tubes filled with liquid like vats, and like hovering inside of them are a whole bunch of like weird like animals of different species, all like kind of like floating. And then at the very end there is like one massive vat that has like an orb that has like elaborate golden filigree over it. It seems to be made of like ivory or something, hovering in the thing. It has like cables going into it that are running through the whole space, and then over it there is like a big red digital clock, and like the giant red digital clock reads like 1919 January 4th.
Oh my gosh.
And it is ticking slowly down. There are a whole bunch of people working these, like, the not the big central vat, but all of the other ones. They have like people working at workstations, except they're like gorilla men, and like one is a lizard person, and then like one appears to be just a deer just standing on its hind legs being like tuk, 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 right. Yeah, they're all like human animal hybrids of different kinds. The deer is wearing glasses.
Pince nez. Just like
Yeah, and like the doors open, and like some of them look back towards you and be like, that seems normal, and then like look back towards
Fucking of course.
yeah, right. But yeah, this orb thing is probably like 3.5 meters in diameter.
okay.
Yeah, and it's kind of like bobbing in the center, or like
That's big.
as like the hours tick down from like January 1919.
So the animal-esque folk in this room they're not worried about us being here? They're cool with it?
They haven't like got a reason to worry about like some weird people showing, like they're animal doctors, right? Like they're animal scientists. Like they don't see a weirdness yet about you, unless you're covered in like melty person goo, but you're not. So yeah.
Not the ones they can see.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I guess walk forward slightly and like look around, and then after nobody really reacts to us, I look around to see if there are like cameras.
Yeah, there are cameras all over this place, mostly focused on the vats. So like there are definitely, like, leaving the elevator, you'll be going through a camera space because they'll have a camera on the elevator entrance, but most of the other cameras are focused on the vats.
Okay. I make a talk to the animals. I'm gonna take the camera out and start like talking.
I'm like, we have comms. We paid for them. Like we can just talk to each other. Like
They're a luxury commodity.
I don't want to waste a battery.
cool.
Oh my god.
Do you
Yep.
want me to go talk to the nerds?
Yep. I'm gonna try to take the cameras out
All right,
and like
cool.
create a
Let's
loop.
do that.
Cool.
Let's roll for attempting to take the cameras out.
Okay.
So let's
gosh.
do that.
This is a silly
I'm
group and
doing-
I love it.
This is really
Tinker with digital work for sensors for
Yep.
cameras.
Yep. And you're tinkering them to change their behavior. Cool.
Yep.
Nailed it.
Crit.
nice.
That's a crit.
Oh my gosh.
Y'all are rolling fine. And wow.
That was a real good happy dance
Roll
too.
20s usually roll 20 like the dice are never nice to me.
No, it's yeah. I mean, this is the thing is that I find that the dice like
dice,
pick a
dice,
side
dice.
at the start of every game. They're just like, like it's never like, oh, even in the middle, right? So it's just like, no,
Right.
like fuck you, or like, yeah, or alternatively, you were amazing today. Cool. All right, so, yeah. I mean, what does it look like when you hack the planet?
So
TM.
it's both very mundane and really interesting because I get back into the elevator, right? And then I like open up a panel in the wall of the elevator and like start walking through the walls, connecting a bunch of wires that I'm like, okay, this is definitely a video sensor. And then I like grab a little thing out of my pocket to make like visual loops of the past whatever, a reasonable loop period. But I'm just physically in the wall moving around.
Hook a guitar loop pedal up to like the video feed.
Yep.
Yeah, love it. Cool, awesome, like old school. Rad. So yeah, so Throat like disappears into the walls.
Awesome.
What are the rest of y'all doing?
Holding up an elevator with my feet.
Well, like you're on the bottom level, so you can like put it down.
We're okay now.
Okay, cool.
As soon as the lights on the cameras go out, I want to start trying to communicate with these people. So as soon as the camera lights go off and I can kind of enter the space a little bit, I want to just walk forward and be like, "Hello, hi, we're friends. We've come to liberate you."
All of them are just like, "Oh shit! What? Who's this? Why is this person talk like they're immediately like jumpy?"
Shh. Everything's fine. We've come to release you from your prison.
One of them is like, "Should we call Mr. Berkeley? We should call Mr. Berkeley."
Oh, you're all just like chatting. Cool. Yeah, no, don't be calling. That would be bad. We're just trying to help you out and take this cool shiny. I want to do like a sway check.
They're scientists, not idiots.
I feel like Trix is a bit of an idiot.
Awesome.
We're so bad at this.
Yeah, we're real bad at it. Okay, I'm gonna do a sway thing.
Cool.
Hold up.
Yep.
It's the reason we punch our way through our problems.
Yeah, it's like let's try and be subtle. Oh
yeah, no, we're bad at it.
I mean,
we're
let's
bad
try
at
it. Let's try a sway.
Can I try and like work my? Oh, I don't know if I can figure out how to do my mystical work in here.
I mean, you don't have others for mystical work.
Yeah, no, I don't. Okay, let's just roll this straight up.
But like, you could try and like, if you say you had a piece of gear or some like assistance from elsewhere.
Let me think about that. What kind of a gear thing could help me right now? Nothing's jumping to mind, so we'll just give this a go as it is.
Cool, sounds good.
Oh, that's so bad. It's a 1.
Mr. Berkeley said that if someone says not to call Mr. Berkeley, to call Mr. Berkeley. We should call Mr. Berkeley. Beep, 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 beep.
Okay, I'm gonna rocket punch
just-
whoever's touching the phone.
Okay.
Yes, rocket punch.
So the deer just has their like little hoof on the like intercom button. It just goes beep, and then
All you hear is, "Don't touch the phone!" As I just go across the room. I still get a +1 because it's the rocket
setup. Yes, yes, you do
dog.
get a bonus +1 for that. Because you got set up by your friend.
Oh wow.
Oh no.
Oh dear.
Got a 5. 1, 1, 1, 5.
Rocket punch.
Okay, so you like fly through the room, right, and uppercut this
Superman
deer with your
style.
rocket punch,
Yeah.
and it flies backwards, and its horns lodge into the vat that has the giant orb in it, and like the orb goes like the vat cracks, and like this and the like. The like cyan fluid that it's like hovering in starts like leaking out, and the deer immediately just like the horns shrink and it like shrivels up into like a little embryo and like falls to the ground.
Okay.
And
so
the timer like ticks up by like several years.
okay.
Whoa.
I'm gonna spit on the intercom.
Yep.
You don't need to roll for that. You just like it's
Like while making eye contact with the nearest scientist, I just go. "Blah."
I love that in that action, like your portrayal of that action, we can know that you have kids.
Bleh.
Watching.
With the eye contact.
With the eye contact, yeah, exactly. Yeah.
Yeah. I know I shouldn't be doing this, and I'm doing it anyway.
It's not mine. I don't give a fuck.
So like all of this happens, and then like the crocodile people and the gorilla people and like the weird little echidna people all just like all just start panicking. They start like trying to like gather up their papers and run towards the elevator.
The elevator? I got bad news for you guys.
They don't know.
Y'all need me.
No,
Yeah.
oh my gosh. Okay, so what's the I want to do some kind of a check on this orb because it's big, right?
Yeah, it's about like it's about the size of a Mini Cooper.
So do I get the feeling that it's okay to touch? You know how movies kind of give you an inkling?
Okay, so
About-
the orb is in a
Just
vat
don't
of
touch
cyan
me.
fluid floating up and down. It has cables coming out of it. In each of the other vats is an animal of some kind with a cable with one of those cables going into its chest.
Okay, so here's what I want to do.
The cyan fluid seems to be the thing that has like de-aged the deer.
Oh gosh, this is so ridiculous. I want to do it anyway. So with doing my
Doesn't stop
mystical
us
work
any.
with water, is this specifically with water or is it with liquid?
It's kind of like anything that has water in it, right? So
Okay, cool.
brine
So I
and
wanna-
things, yeah.
I want to do a thing with the cyan liquid wherein I like create a wave that pushes it like into the elevator, basically. So I want the water to like surge up, push it into the elevator, and then like the stuff will recede back and leave this in the elevator so that we can take off with it.
Right, you want to have it push the orb into the elevator.
Yes. Yeah.
Okay, yeah.
I
So-
know that's completely off the wall, but I don't even care. I feel like this is the game for it.
You're about
Yes,
to
okay,
surpass my
then.
body count immediately.
I kind of feel like, yeah, this is going to be real bad. Okay.
Are you positioning yourself so that you don't get hit by this? By the way?
Yeah, okay, so I'm going to say, like, into the comms because we bought them and I feel like I want to say,
It's a luxury, but okay, fine.
but it's one
Yeah,
we've already
weird.
paid for, you know?
But-
Like, so I want to say, keep off the floor, like, keep out of the way. And then I want to step to the other side of the vat so that I don't get hit with it because I'm standing on the ground.
Mhm.
Oh no, okay. I want to climb up onto one of these people's desks.
Yeah.
So I'm not touching the floor. The
Yeah,
floor is
onto one of the
lava.
control panels, yeah.
The floor is cyan liquid.
Lava protocol activate, Roger.
And I want to do this. What I'm kind of feel like is a scrap, but with my mystical work. Is that?
Sounds like you're moving a thing, which might be scramble.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Cool. I'm
Yeah,
cool with that too.
that's my feeling. Yeah.
That works good. So then I get my 2 mystical work as bonus dice. Yeah.
Mhm.
Come on. Oh, it's a
Partial
4.
success.
Oh my gosh.
I mean, like all of the number on the clock just starts spinning, right? Like it's just like brrrr, like including like the year and everything. All of the creatures that were running towards the elevator are like now like wiggling embryos on the ground. This thing like rolls in the wave into the service elevator.
Great.
But I think you're not controlling it enough to keep it off of you, like from splashing on you. So like
Yeah.
you basically become a 2-year-old.
Oh, that's so awesome.
A magic 2-year-old?
So
Oh my gosh.
yeah.
Yes.
Okay, right. So
So that is major body harm for
oh
for
my
reference.
gosh. Okay, so I'm going to call this like regression.
All of your like gear just falls off you because you're tiny now.
Yeah. Yes, I love this. So I feel like Trix usually just wears like a black t-shirt and jeans. She's pretty chill.
So now she's just wearing a t-shirt as like dress.
Now she's just wearing a real big t-shirt as a dress.
And
And
like you can resist
standing-
that consequence if you want to, down to a minor consequence, but that's up to you.
I don't even want to though. like I just don't want to though. So I'm standing on this control panel and I can't get down because it's too high.
I have an idea.
Also,
Yes.
like the entire floor now has just like a 1 inch layer of like this
Yeah.
cyan liquid.
And I'm like standing on this control panel going, oh, I can't get down.
Oh dear.
And I just like reach my little hands out to my friends. Help, we can't get down.
So what is everyone else doing to not be on like touching the floor?
I can
So
stand
I-
on the wall because it's easy.
That's true.
Yeah, I was up in the wall, so I was
so you're like
up above
braced,
the thing.
like
Yeah, I thought you two would be perfectly safe.
yeah.
This is fine.
But now I have no way to go get our little buddy because I
Oh.
can't
I got it.
actually fly.
You could.
I
I mean,
can,
you can
it's
climb.
easy.
Like you could roll scramble to climb if you wanted to, or yeah, we could get the flying friend to.
But Annabelle can, yeah.
Annabelle can fly.
And I need to. I look down at the orb and see this countdown rapidly going and go. Ah!
I mean, it's not
And,
going
like-
in a particular direction now, right? So the orb, the countdown is on the vat that it was on.
Oh,
it was
okay,
in.
okay,
So
it's
now
not
the orb
on
is
the
not
orb.
in there; it's just spinning.
Phew, okay.
But
Phew.
the elevator, like the floor where there's all of the water is becoming like both like rusted and like covered in glass crystals that are growing.
Uh-oh.
I'm gonna. Interesting. I guess I'm going to try to climb over to one of the monitors. Or no, I don't even have to do that. I'm gonna take out. It's the future. I'm gonna take out an iPad-looking thing and connect up my Wi-Fi to their thing and try to figure out what this is. I'm gonna do that yeah.
Sure.
because I suspect it's the Chronoton Eucharist, but I want to know what the Chronoton Eucharist does.
Yeah, sure.
So
Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah. Do you want to study
Fucks
it?
up everything.
It makes you little.
Yeah, so I'm going to do that for monitor. Let's see. So
Oof.
Oh,
3. No.
I think you just find a bunch of Marty McFly memes. Yeah, it's just like a whole bunch. Like you hook into like their like Discord, and it's like just a whole bunch of like, we gotta go back to the future, Marty.
There's somebody
That
named
sounds
the Great
very
Scott. That doesn't make any sense.
Yeah.
Might have been a magician.
No.
And like as you're doing that, the bottom of the elevator just goes crunch, right, and it falls through the like last like foot of the bottom of the elevator as the orb falls through the bottom.
oh no.
The floor of the elevator is no longer a floor.
Uh-oh. Oh no.
Gotta
Yeah.
go. Gotta go.
Yeah, I look over at Annabelle, like gesturing, not using the comm. Like we have.
You go up.
This isn't ASL.
And also,
It's
there's no
semaphore.
other people here anymore.
You go up.
You get baby and orb.
Okay.
Help
You know what?
me.
Okay. Okay.
Oh, wow.
Plan. All of my limbs are sticky. So That's not the
I don't
plan.
know if that's
just
good or
fact.
bad. I don't.
That's just a fact.
It could
So
go
I'm
either
going
way.
Simply
I'm going
true.
to fly. I'm going to sticky hand the infant. I'm going to sticky hand my other teammate. I'm going to stick my feet on the Eucharist thing, and I'm just going to try to flop out of the elevator shaft.
Come on, Elva Rockets. Don't fail us now.
This is either going to be wonderful or we're all going to die.
Why not both?
First one, then the other.
Okay, no los dos. All right.
Just a small squad of children rocketing skyward momentarily.
All right. That sounds like a scramble roll.
Do it.
Okay, so it's
Anna,
scramble
no.
plus
Anna.
capability plus my arm widgets. It's a 5.
Oh, yeah.
So like,
How's it gonna hurt?
yeah, you rocket up and like back into the So I think what like
luck
in order
finding
for
a
this to
single
make
lamp
make
as you go along.
sense, right? You have to go out through the top of the elevator shaft, right? Because you can't like stop halfway up and like hover out through the door. You've got to
Oh yeah,
rocket
no,
up
it's
through the thing.
dunk, and then probably like hit like my back into the wall so I can grab the thing and then try to bust my way through like a trapped bat.
In order for this to make sense, Ash just stopped with
Look, this is how games I play go, right? It's like yes, the
Vomiting.
sense of
Vomiting frantically upward to cut a hole in the ceiling.
yeah, obviously.
Shielding the baby from the acid splash.
So I think what happens for this 4 to 5 is that like you rocket up. You're like you shoot through the top of the elevator shaft. You end up like way up like several stories above the building. We get like a great aerial view of like cyberpunk cityscape around you with like fire and all those sorts of things, and like there's this moment of peace as you're like and then like we just hear the like as the like the sticky holding onto the orb lets go, and it just and it falls down onto the like roof of the building below, and we just hear the sound of like glass breaking, and like it stops being white, it starts being black with like cracks all through it, and still the gold filigree covering it. And I think we hear like the sound of a baby crying and like the sound of sirens because as like heaps of police cars rock up, and I think we pause there as the final shot of like that's the thing. It's like everyone in the sky being like, ah.
Good thing we were never here. Whoosh.
Right? I mean, like, yeah, you like, yeah. Well, the question is like, do you? That's a good question. Do you just like bail or?
Good luck, roof baby.
Yeah. Right. Cool. Alright. So yeah, freeze frame on like, freeze frame on like everyone being like, ho ho, hijinks, away. Oh dear. All right.
Oh my goodness.
This game's fun. You did a good game.
Yeah, you did a really good game.
Y'all rolled surprisingly well for a lot of that.
Really well.
Yeah, that was real cool. Ow.
That was some hijinks.
My face. It hurts. Yeah, no, that was real good. I'm glad that we managed to like. I don't even know what's in that thing. I don't. Oh.
Magic.
Yeah,
Time
magic, isn't it? Well, I know what it does, but because it's
makes you into a baby.
it's blood is eternal life. like it's the Eucharist. So it takes blood out of things and turns it into time fluid. But
Ugh.
I think it has the baby Jesus inside. I'm not sure.
Oh gosh.
Hmm.
Got to tie it back to the city of churches.
That was
really.
that was the joke. Yeah.
Yeah. Yep. Love it.
Mm.
Yeah. All right.
Wow.
Well, I think
This
that's,
was- This was a
about me.
blast.
It was.
You got to come
Quite
play more games with us,
literally.
Kat. Like,
Yeah, I'd love to.
yeah, cool. Well, I think that's stream for today. I think that's everything.
It's an appropriately ridiculous place to end it.
Yeah. I mean, I've got to now go and like go to a party, so like my day
You
continues.
poor thing.
I know, right? To celebrate me.
Yeah.
Oh,
So tricky.
Yeah.
why even bother? Ugh.
Yeah. I'm very excited about this cake that Emily's been making, so I'm very keen. But yeah, thank you all for joining in and playing such a ridiculous adventure. That was super cool.
Thank you for being born and stuff.
Yes.
And also for the invite and running. This was
Yes.
really wonderful.
And also making the game. There's a whole lot of you
there's
happening.
a lot.
We appreciate it.
Very Ash centric.
Yeah. All right. Cool. Now I'm embarrassed. Cool. Excellent. No. Awesome. Well, I might wrap up the stream and go and change for going to a party. So, stream. We'll catch you later.
Thanks for coming. Bye.